In this video I want to do something a little bit different. I want to use both of these sheets that we've created in the last two lessons and do an automation that involves both of them. So let's just recap what we've got here. We're using two sheets to tell us one story about the files on our drive. We've got this drive control sheet, which is our checklist. It lists all the files and what we're trying to do with them. So we have the file ID, file name, and then the action. Do we want to archive it? Is it, in other words, is it maybe not important? We're just going to archive it, or do we want to actually process it? And we've got two here that we wanted to process. And in the automations, when we sent a file for processing, the status over here was set to sent for processing. Now the other sheet we have is the drive log. And this is our activity log. When a file is actually processed, it appears in this list with a timestamp and the file ID. So the automation I want to create connects the two sheets. It's going to look at every row in the drive control for those rows that are sent for processing. It's only going to be interested in those, and we've got two of them. It's going to grab the file ID of these sent for processing files and go across and check on the drive log to see whether those file IDs have actually been processed or not. If it has been processed, I want to update this status to processed, not just sent for processing, and then also add a timestamp which we'll put into another column. If a file has been sent for processing and it's not in this list, then it will just stay as sent for processing. Now in this case we have both of those sent for processing and then processed, I believe. Let's have a look. So the 1F May and the 196. So 1F May and 196. Okay, let's remove the second one and we will have it so that just one of those, this one up here, has actually been processed. So at the end of this automation, this one should still say, this one down here should still say sent for processing. This one should say processed. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add another column in here, and we'll say processed at, and then this is where we're going to put a timestamp when this has actually been processed. We'll put the timestamp because we have the process time over here, so we can see when it was processed. Let's go over to N8N. And we're going to create a new workflow, and we'll call it reconcile processed files, and we'll add a manual trigger. Now obviously if this was a real automation, you'd probably want to have a trigger that polls the files at specific times. You wouldn't have to run this manually, but for the purpose of this, manual trigger is going to be easier for us. We now need to include a sheet, so let's grab one, and what we actually want is get rows, so I'm going to go directly to that. That is selected. Let's choose the document, and in this one we're going to grab the rows of the drive control on sheet 1. Let's just execute this and see what happens. Okay, so this is the sheet over here. This is what it's just grabbed. Process that is empty, and then we have this status there. So that's working okay. Let's come back out, and we're going to add an if. And this is where we want to find only those where it is sent for processing and hasn't been processed or hasn't been archived. And so for this we want to compare the status of the current row, and so that we get the text exactly right, because we're going to be comparing it, I'm going to just go across and copy and paste that in there. So let's close that, and if it is sent for processing, then this is true. If it's not sent for processing, then that is false. So now it will only process the ones that are sent for processing, and if we run that, you see we've now just got those two rows. Now we're going to create another sheet. This is for the other spreadsheet, and this is also a get rows. I'm going to just close that for a moment. I don't want to connect it there. I actually want to connect it to the trigger as well. So we've got a parallel process going on. Let's go in and configure that one. We want to choose the drive log and sheet 1. Let's execute that, make sure that's working. Okay, so there's the drive log. 3 records. Just go and check. Yes, there's 3 records. So now we're grabbing the rows from both of the spreadsheets. I'm just going to rename these so they make a little bit more sense. Let's come up here and name this one get drive log. And then this one down here, get drive control. And then we can even rename the if here. So if sent for processing, and this just makes it a little bit easier to read. Okay, so now we have the drive log, which shows which ones have been processed. We have the list of those files that have been sent for processing, and we need to match them up. And to do that, we're going to use a different type of node called a merge node. And if we select a merge node, we want to choose combine, so merge matching items together. We just close that for a moment. You can see that it's got 2 inputs. So we're going to input the drive log data and the true from the if sent for processing. So if sent for processing will be pushed into there, and the drive log data will be pushed into there. And then over here we want matching fields. We want to match by file ID. So we can just type file ID in there, or if you are scared of spelling it wrong, we can select it over on here. Now notice I'm not getting the data from the get drive log, but I can just execute that step and then we'll get that data as well. Okay, so we're combining, matching by fields, matching by file ID. We're keeping the matches, and both inputs merge together. Now you can see we've already got a result over here, and it's the client email inquiry 4. If we go and check the drive log, we can see the email inquiry 4 is there, and email 4 was sent for processing. So that is the only match. So it's already telling us that we are correct there. So let's just move this over a little bit, and then the final part of this, I want to add a sheet because we need to update one of the sheets. So we're going to append or update the row. And what we want to update is the drive control, because we want to say that anything that has been sent for processing and has been processed, we want to change this to processed, and we want the timestamp of when it was processed added. So let's choose the drive control and the sheet, and then we're going to have some mapping over here. So map each column manually. The column to match is file ID. We need to drag the file ID in here. And then for the status, we want to change the status to say processed. And we also want to grab from the drive log the timestamp. You can grab it from the merged input, or you can grab it directly from the drive log input, as they are the same piece of data. Okay, so that's our automation. Hopefully everything's going to work okay. Let's just check the drive control. You can see we've got some sent for processing, and that column is empty. Let's execute the flow. Workflow executed successfully. Let's have a look. Okay, so that client inquiry 4 is now saying processed, and it's grabbed the processed date and time. Let's just check that's right. That's the 6th of May at 2:28. That's the 6th of May at 2:28. Okay, so that is the correct timestamp there. If we just go back and look at our integration, if we select the drive log first, you can see it's pulling out the drive log information of what has actually been processed. On the drive control, it's pulled out all the rows there, and the ones we're looking for are sent for processing. From the drive control, if it was sent for processing, then we only want to filter out those 2, or those ones, and there are 2 of them. And then we've used this merge to compare this table with this table, looking for a file ID. And it's only found one that's on both of these tables. It was client inquiry 4. And then we've just updated a couple of fields for this file ID, changing status to processed and adding the timestamp of when the drive log actually said it was updated. So that's that automation. We have seen enough of sheets for now. We're going to have a look at integrating AI in the next section.